Alright, so finally is the keypad. So you said you use the front door most, right?
Yeah.
So technician's going to work with you to find the best spot for that. I do have to tell you, it's got to be near a power plug. You know, anywhere about 8 feet would be nice, you know, because the system does have to power to the house, but everything else is wireless. But it does have some really cool features and some really important features. So have you ever had a system, did you say? You said that you haven't, right? Okay, so you've got two really important modes. One's stay and one's away. So away means you're
Gone.
right out of the house. That arms your motion sensor, the door sensors, anything you have is armed. The whole house is protected. So who comes home usually first?
My wife.
Okay, so isn't that a nice feeling, Brian, knowing that when she comes home, she's coming home to a safe environment?
Right.
She doesn't have to look behind a curtain.
Sure.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Now, stay is nice too. Let's say you guys are watching a scary movie, you want to feel a little protected, maybe you're watching the news. That's scarier than most movies anyways, and you want to feel a little safer in the house, or at night when you're going to bed, you want to sleep well, you hit the stay button. That's going to arm the perimeter, but not the motion. So you can still walk around inside, but still have that protection on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then more importantly is 3 panic buttons. These are on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether the system is armed or not. And for literally a can of soda a day, these things are worth their weight in gold. So number one is police. So if in the middle of the night you wake up, maybe you're having a hard night's sleep, you're coming down to grab some warm milk or water, you go to the window in the kitchen and you see another pair of eyes looking at you. That's a freaky moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the intruder to actually have to break in before the system could help you.
Mm-hmm.
So instead you'd run right to this keypad and hit the button marked police. Woo! Woo! Siren's going to sound. ADT's going to automatically know that you manually hit the button. They automatically dispatch police right away, but more importantly, they actually can hear in and talk to you hands-free through the keypad with our two-way voice feature. So they'll know what's going on. The police will know. They already know the address. It skips 911 in that whole process, and it's elevated higher than a burglar alarm, so it's a much quicker response.
Okay.
That definitely saved a life. The other one is medical. You know, I noticed you have kids. I got kids too. And even when we were kids, it's always been proved that, you know, when kids are around, there's always a medical crisis around, right?
Yeah.
Could be a fall or a bicycle accident or something like that, or they swallow something they shouldn't have. Anytime you ever need the medics, again, if you call 911, you're going to be asked 21 questions. If you call from your cell phone, they don't even know who you are or where you're calling from. Instead, you're just going to hit that button marked medical. And ADT will be able to instantly hear you and talk to you through the emergency, relaying that live information to your medics who already know your address and could save a life. Most parents don't think about this because they always think that they're going to be okay and it's the kid that's going to be in trouble. But think about it in the child's perspective. If they were the ones trying to help you, they're scared, they don't know exactly what to do. If you train them just to hit a button and a person will talk to them hands-free, that's going to help them along that process too.
Right.
And then finally is fire. This works just like the one at school. You always wanted to pull that big red bar, except for it's just a button. And what it does is it sounds a siren alarm and automatically tells your local fireman where you guys are. Cool?
Cool.
So that's how you're going to use this system. The technician's going to walk you through it. He's going to help you find a place that's going to be good for you. And this is the main point of that system. And then last but not least, what I would like to ask you is, and I do see one there, how many smoke detectors do you have in here?
I think there's one in every room.
Okay, yeah, they're probably all interconnected. It's code typically these days. And what about carbon monoxide? Do you guys have that?
No, we don't have any of those, I don't think.
Oh, it's actually the law. Did you know that?
I heard something about that.
Yeah, it's the law.
Did it go into effect yet?
Yeah, it went into effect last January, so I definitely recommend getting carbon monoxide protection. We want you to keep what you have as far as smoke detectors are going. However, we can do more. What we can put in, and it's recommended one per level of your home, is what's called a monitored smoke communicator. What that's going to do is detect smoke a little faster, but more importantly, connect it to ADT. So if you're not home, you're in vacation, you don't come home to a complete travesty. Or more importantly, if you're home and you're passed out from the smoke, which is how most people perish, we actually can send the firemen in the house to pick grab you out and save your life or save your children's lives. So really important. We do recommend 1 per level. And the carbon monoxide, you know about that, right? And it's odorless, colorless. You
Yeah.
can't smell it. You don't know what's happening to you.
Right.
You just start kind of getting sick. And unfortunately, what most people do is they say, "Oh, honey, I don't feel well. I'm going to go lay down." And that's the worst thing you can do. Well, our carbon monoxide detectors again communicate to ADT and get the help out that you need.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So real quick, let me show you kind of how this all boils down. What kind of phone do you guys have?
Just our cell phones.
Okay, cool. What kind of phones are they?
Galaxy, and she has an iPhone.
Galaxy and an iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Have you guys seen our commercial for our app?
Yeah, I think I have seen that.
Oh man, this thing is awesome, and we love it because for selfish reasons we find that people use their system 70% more often, but our customers love it because you finally feel connected to your home. What you do literally is you'd be able to have an app, comes with the system, and with the app you're actually able to, sorry, let me log in really quick. So with the app, you're going to be able to check in on the system, find out what's going on at home, and get text notifications and email alerts. So if this was your app here, you could set up your own diagram, which is kind of cool. You know what sensors you have in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You can always see what's kind of the status of all the sensors that you have. They'd all be listed right here. See that yellow one's telling me right here that the office front door is actually open right now.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of tight, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, this green orb is telling me that the office is okay, though. It's ready to arm if we wanted to arm it.
Okay.
And if I wanted to, I could literally just go ahead and arm the system in away or stay mode, those 2 modes I talked about.
Okay.
And it's super fast connectivity. Okay. The other cool thing about it is, do you guys have any maids or babysitters or anything like that you pay by the hour?
Yeah, we have a nanny that comes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So is she paid by the hour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is really nice. You're able to really keep track of what's going on from a time frame standpoint. Let's say she charges you for 6 hours, but she really actually took off at 5 hours, right? You could literally look to see when she came in, when she left.
Oh,
and
that's
really
cool.
keep track of that.
Yeah.
And the other kind of cool things you can get if you want is things like cameras for your home. So you can really check in live, see what's going on at the house, see the kids or see what the cat's doing,
Okay.
all that kind of fun stuff. And some of our customers get fun with it. We've got a lot of home automation in this. We can even lock and unlock a door just from an app.
Nice.
Any phone, any app in the world, anywhere around the world.
Okay.
So this is actually only $53.99 a month. If you want to get the cameras and all that other fun stuff, it's $58.99 a month.
Okay.
And if you don't have a smartphone or you live in the Stone Ages, it's actually only $47.99 for the monitoring, and that's without the app.
Okay.
So now let me ask you, we were talking about the Seahawks earlier. You know, do you got tickets? You going to any games this year?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the season opener.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna try and make that. So
Sweet, man. That's
it'll be
awesome.
pretty cool. I think it's against Denver actually.
Oh, really?
Broncos. Or is
Broncos.
it? That might be preseason. I don't know.
Okay. Well, and what was the address here, Brian?
It's 18725
Okay.
158th Lane Northeast.
Okay. And then if there was a fire, medical, or burglary, any of those things we talked about, what would be the first phone number ADT should call?
Probably mine. 425-891-5555.
Okay, great. Sweet. And let's see here. And what's the phone number of this? Phone number of that?
206.
I just closed them and I didn't even ask for the sale, did I? Done.